beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First down gets him a couple up to the 27. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Mayfield with it once more. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. Oh, some strong running. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit. And
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tua letting one go deep here for Gronk. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Mayfield off the play fake. Caught on the slant. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Flushed, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second-quarter onside kick. And the Lions are able to come. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And going deep for Hill. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Dominate him, boys. Dominate him.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. On first down, Tagovailoa. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sims. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Sims on the run. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit close. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's brought down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, he's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
After the turnover, it's Tua sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mayfield's throw taken in by Chark. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Tua on the move to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. Sims looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Julian Okwara there to bring him down. Again, they run with Sims. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
He's crashing. He's checking. Alert!
Now Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they... And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's second and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
Mayfield off the play fake.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Mayfield on 4th down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football.